Hi guys, welcome back to the project list here on Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike, and thank you for coming along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Hopefully you can subscribe and continue as we continue with the project list every single Tuesday, new videos on Fridays, and of course our weekly vlog on Sunday morning. So the project list is here behind me. It's basically a list of things that need done here on the ranch. Seems like when we cross something off, we add something on. And today we have a brand new addition to the project list, and that is our little project list wheel, which we're gonna give a spin and figure out what project we're gonna tackle for today. So the wheel actually came about because of Ranch Roundup. We were going to put it on the stage. We were actually going to use it for door prizes, and I kind of forgot about it. So I thought, you know, I got to do something with this darn thing. So we have our projects over here. We have 10 spaces on the wheel. We're just going to give it a spin and see what we come up with. Project number 5. So we're going to come over here to the list and we're going to count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gate day. What the heck is gate day? Gate day is like leg day. When you go to the gym all the time and you come to leg day, you think, you know what, I can skip leg day. I don't have to do it. Very much like gate day, where you never want to skip gate day, because we have a lot of gates here on the ranch. I counted, my last count was right around 30 gates throughout the entire ranch. Now we have 27 miles of fences, so 30 gates is not really all that bad, but all of those gates do require a little bit of attention. We also have about 15 gates inside the Arrowquip corral system as well. Those are a little bit less maintenance, but they're still there nonetheless. And the worst thing that you can have happen is when you're moving cattle or something like that and you go out and you try to open a gate and it won't open. Or worse yet, when you try to close a gate and it won't close. So that's why we have gate day. Gate day is a special day on the ranch where we go through our gates and make sure that everything is working pretty well. So I figured for gate day today, I will take you around. I'll show you some of the different gates that we have on the ranch. We have one gate project that we need to get done. That's install a new gate for Erin over at her new gardens. We're going to take a look over there. A new 10,000 square foot garden that she installed this year just for pumpkins and squash and that kind of stuff. And she wants an easier way to get into it. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to install the new gate over there, but we're also going to take a look at some other types of gates that we have on the ranch and how we can fix or repair them, along with how we maintain them. So stick around, there's a whole lot more coming up. Hi, I'm going over to install a gate for you. When I'm done with it, do you want to come check it and see what it looks like?
Should it look like a gate?
I hope it looks like a gate. If you would like to, when I'm done, I will let you know and you can come over and give your stamp of approval.
We gotta clean out that alley too.
Okay, but I wasn't gonna do that on video. I was just gonna put up the dang gate. It's gate day, it's not clean out the alley day.
Okay, well, project part 2. I can't wait to look at the gate.
All right, we'll check in with you later.
Bye.
Bye. Jeez. You give an inch, they want a mile, right? All right, we're gonna get this gate installed. So there are a ton of different types of gates out there, obviously, and I didn't know there was so many different types of gates, and there's different types of gates that you have to learn how to open, you have to learn how to close. You never know what you're gonna run into when you're out on the ranch. But we're gonna talk about a couple of the major type of gates that we have, and gates that we have to deal with on a daily basis, and how they work. Hey, look, there's an open gate, and there's a gate, and there's a gate, and there's a gate over there. They're everywhere. You just can't get away from them. But what we're going to do today is actually install a brand new gate. And it's not new, it's recycled, but we're going to install this gate in this space right here for Erin. And I'll show you why, because we're going to go over this fence, which Erin has had to do here recently to be able to get back here to her gardens. This gate will actually help her out, I hope, quite a bit. So yeah, I can see where Erin gets tired of climbing over that fence. She can also drive through on the other side, but that's a pain too. This is Erin's new garden. This is about 10,000 square feet, full of squash, pumpkins, melons, who knows what else, but it's definitely got a lot of green stuff going on. So to make her life a little bit easier, we're going to put this gate in, but to get the gate in, first we have to take down some boards that are already here. Luckily, we'll be able to recycle these as well, I think. These are actually some pretty decent rough cut lumber boards that we'll take off and use again. I tell you what, while I'm tearing down this section of fence, let's go take a look at some other types of gates right here on the ranch. Luckily, most of the type of gates that we have on the ranch, we have right around here in the main corrals. So we're just gonna head over here to the corrals and I'll start kind of walking you through some of these different types of gates that we've got over here. So this is the Arrow-Equip Corral. We've had it for a couple of years now. This thing works like a dream, and these are probably the nicest gates that we have here. These are actually auto catch gates. So when you just let them go, you can see they automatically lock. And the nice thing is they work from either direction. That's pretty slick. But that's not the only kind of lock that we have, or the only type of gate that we have here on the ranch. So we've got pretty much Frankenstein of gates. So I like these Powder River gates like I showed you over there. These ones you can open and close with the lever. Pegs come out. They work really, really slick. I also have some of these latches. These are a different type of slam latch that I got long before I had the Arrow-Equip. These are called Sure latches, and you weld or bolt this part onto any old gate. Now this is a Vern's gate, but you pull that up to unlatch it, and then you can open the gate. It's got this piece here, which when you slam it, and get the strap out of the way, when you slam it, automatically latches the gate. And it works from both sides too, even though in this capacity, we only need it to close from one side, as this is the sorting alley going into the corrals. More Powder River gates. Gilbert liked those quite a bit, so we've got a lot of those around here. They're a pricier type of gate, but I gotta tell you, the convenience makes it all worth it. This is an actual standard Vern's gate. These are manufactured in South Dakota, and they just have a chain type of latch system that holds them closed. These ones come in different sizes and different strengths, so you can get different types of gates, different bars, different widths, all kinds of stuff with these Vern's gates, which is really nice. I'm trying to think of any other type of gate that we have here on the ranch, and the only other one that I can think of are actually wire gates, and for those, we're gonna have to take a little bit of a drive.
I've got a million emails that I haven't read. Got a brake pad squeaking that I gotta check, but I don't mind it. Cause I got her riding on that shotgun side. With that take me till the sunrise, look inside her eyes. Now we're flying. Yeah, we're flying. We got 10 miles of open road. That's in the radio. We got both windows down and no one around. Don't have to take it slow. We're good to go. There's some baggage sitting in the trunk I see. In the rear view mirror looking back at me. No, I don't hide it. Cause she's dancing, singing out to every song. And she's always got all of the lyrics wrong, but she don't mind it. No, she's still shining. We got 10 miles of open road. That's shortcut, even when it gets rough. Lean on in and give me a kiss. We got 10 miles of open road.
Boy, oh boy, lots of deer and antelope out today. All right, so this is a wire gate. It's basically a 5-strand piece of fence that we can take down and put up as we see fit. The biggest strength to these are actually these wire stays that we put in here that hold up a big chunk of this fence. But we can open and close it as we need to let cows in and out, and it's a lot cheaper option than actually having a solid fence here. And we can pretty much make them as long as we want them. This one is about a 20-foot gate. Unfortunately, they do get twisted occasionally, and that's what the stays are there for, is to keep everything in a row. So here we've got a fence. No fence. Hole in the fence. No hole in the fence. All right, back to work. After all, what is a gate? Except for a hole in the fence. There's really no difference. I guess a gate you can close a little bit easier. And now we have a nice 6-foot hole. We're pretty close to it, that we have to fill up with a gate. And the type of gate we're going to use today is actually a powder river gate. And these are my favorite type of gates. Not only is it a heavy gate, it's actually a really super simple gate to open and close. It has this lever, which pushes forward 2 locking bolts that go into wherever you want them to. Slide the lever back and forth to open and close. It can be done from horseback, can be done on the back of a 4-wheeler. Super simple. And then it also has a locking clasp, which will keep that gate closed, and the cows and horses won't open it, supposedly. So I've had a few figure it out, but for the most part, you're pretty safe. So we're gonna figure out how to get this thing in here. Now this gate is just a little bit bigger than what I want, so we might have to get a little bit creative to make it fit. So my biggest piece of advice when it comes to putting in gates is making sure that they're not too low. If you have a gate that's too low, all it's gonna do is cause you problems. In the wintertime, when you go to close it, you're gonna be moving snow, and you really don't have to worry about anything getting underneath your gates unless you're raising pygmy goats or something like that. But for the most part, we like to keep ours up just a little bit higher, sometimes even a foot off the ground, just to make sure that when it is snowing and you've got a bunch of blowing snow and stuff like that, you're still able to open and close the gate. So I like to use a block just to make sure that I get myself high enough to where I need to be. And then I can set the gate right on the block like that. So we're going to be pretty close. We might end up shaving a little bit out of that just to make this fit, but we shall see. To hang our gate, we just need a few tools. I've got a drill here to drill a pilot hole for our lag bolts. That'll go right in. These are actually recycled from those boards we just took off. Hopefully they've got enough bite to them. And then of course our impact to get them back in there. So I'm gonna set the gate up on my block. And then this hinge, I wanna slide up as high as possible. That's actually gonna hang on this hinge. So the biggest thing is that you want to make sure that your gate is straight up and down, so placing it somewhere towards the middle, and then I'm just going to drill a couple really quick pilot holes. All right, there we go. Our gate is securely attached to this post, Unfortunately, our gate is just a little bit long for this one. So we are going to cut out a notch for our gate to close into. All right, so we got the gate so it will close. But now we still need something for these pins to go into, and that's where we just drill a couple of holes. And our chisel just a little bit more. First things first, we close our gate to figure out where we need those holes to be. And then we can come in with our drill. Once we have one hole, let's make another one right next door. And then it's chisel time again. Cool. Now there's another gate. Make that 31 now on the ranch. And a little bit less of a hole in the fence and easier access for Erin. So we might as well go get her, bring her over and show her the mess we've made and see if she approves. All right, look what I found here. Erin was eating dinner, hanging out in the house. I'll get dinner here in a little bit. But so what I anticipated today to be gate day, it really turned out to into Erin's gate day, but that's okay. We got Erin's gate pretty much done. We're going to take her over and introduce her and see if it passes inspection. So do you remember how you used to have to drive all the way around the building, an extra 150 feet or whatever it was? Now you have your own gate.
I'd walk in there, and sometimes I'd walk out that gate and I'd go in the panels, but sometimes I'd just crawl the fence too. I mean, it just depended on how ambitious I felt.
Well, I don't have your alley cleaned out yet, and I've got a bit of a mess here because we just didn't quite fit. We almost fit, and the gate doesn't swing both ways yet.
Oh, that's okay.
It only comes this way, but you can try it out and see if you like it.
Cool.
Do you want to tell us what you have in your gardens back here that we produced access to? Here's what?
Here's some weeds.
Here's the weeds.
This is not my garden. Oh, winter squash.
What is winter squash?
Well, it's like acorns and butternut and buttercup and Hubbard squash, spaghetti squash, stuff that's like long storing. Whereas like zucchini and summer squash are thin-skinned and soft-skinned, and they don't store.
Any pumpkins over here?
Yeah, there's pie pumpkins.
Pie pumpkin. Okay, I think I said pumpkins. Okay.
We don't mess around with decorations. We grow food here.
Cool. Where are you going?
Look, here's one. There's one.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a squash.
It's a
I don't know.
squash.
I don't have my map.
Oh, okay. You know you have a big garden when you need a map to keep
got
track of
maps.
things. Alrighty, let me show you, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna show you one more type of gate that both Erin and I completely hate. And it's the last type of gate here on the ranch. Are you coming with me?
I gotta check this stuff real quick.
Okay, I'll go finish up and then say bye. The last type of gate here on the ranch, and that is the rolling gate, which is, oh, I hate them. Hate them so bad, especially in the wintertime. Summertime's not horrible, but in the wintertime, I hate these things. So this is a rolling gate. It's basically got a track on the top, and you can push this gate back and forth and roll it open and closed. 16 feet wide, 12 feet tall, and 100% pain in the butt. I actually, what I really wanted to do is at the end of this video, I wanted to drive the tractor through this gate and destroy it. I had second thoughts about that because there's a lot of wood here and I can use it somewhere. So I decided not to destroy the gate, but I am gonna get rid of this gate at some point and actually put a regular swinging gate, because rolling this thing back and forth in the wintertime is horrible. And nobody should have to put up with that, even me. Thanks guys for joining us on Gate Day. I really didn't get as much done as I thought I would. Basically our regular maintenance routine for gates includes WD-40, a little bit of oil, making sure that all of our latches work, all of our pins and everything is lined up. Sometimes we have to adjust gates if we have end posts that move, that kind of stuff. But most of the time, you know, going through and just checking all your gates really does pay off in the long run, because like I said, nothing worse than trying to open a gate that won't open or close a gate that won't close. Because I guarantee you, when you need it open, you need it open. And when you need it closed, you need it closed. Thanks guys for hanging out with us once again. We will see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.